Hi, I'm Chelsea from RedShark, and today I'm going to be showing you how to format your pages in InDesign using the master page. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, go to our description to figure out how to get the working file.
So today I'm going to be showing you how to edit the formatting of a document in InDesign using the master pages. So we're going to go create new. We're going to go here. This is going to be our letter size. If you're unsure, you can go and print and it tells you the name. So we have letter here. I'm going to make this 8 pages. So we have a couple of spreads to work with. And that brings us in here. So we have one right page, spreads, ending with one left page. And that's just because this would be the inside of your book cover. This would be the inside of the back cover. So we're going to look up here, a master. We're going to click on these to get into the master pages. We'll select both of these. Layout, margins and columns. I'm going to leave the margins like this. I'm fine with having a 1 pica gutter. And you can see if you're used to working with Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, the measurements are a little bit different. So InDesign mainly uses picas as opposed to using pixels or inches or points. So we're going to add, I'm going to do 4 columns. And then we're going to go back to the layout. We're going to say create guides. And I'm going to leave the gutter at 1 pica to match our columns. So we're going to say 35, okay. This isn't necessarily the grid I would use, but just to show you how to get both of them in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Control click, apply master to pages, all pages, okay. Now you can see it's applied it to all of the pages in here. And that's going to be the way that we're going to apply every one of these steps to there, but we'll go back to that again. So we're going to double click here to get back into the master. I'm going to grab the text tool, come down here. I'm just going to throw a number in here. Control Alt. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger for what we're working with. And we're going to go to type, insert special character, markers, and current page number. So that's going to change this to A just because we are in the master page and we're not on an actual page number. So zoom out a little bit. I'm going to pull this over here because I want the page number to be on both sides, but I don't want it to be formatted exactly the same way on each page. So we have that in there. We're going to also throw on a running header. And if you wanted to see what this looks like at this point, you could do the same thing we did with the columns and guides, where you can do Control, click, apply to all pages. But we're just going to do that all at the end. So I'm just going to throw a text box up here and say this is a book, and I have a last name running here. And then, maybe on this side, I'm going to have the chapter titles. And so these aren't like perfectly designed by any means, but just to show you the function. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to go ahead and apply these. Apply master to all pages. Now you can see that every right-hand page is going to have our running header that we've put, like our last name here. Every left-hand page is going to have a chapter title spot. So the right-hand page is always going to stay the same for what we are formatting with. But on this left-hand side, we put in chapter title. So that's something that would be changing throughout the book. So you want it to be in the same spot, but you want the content to change. So the way that we're going to edit and override this master page content, but keep it in the same spot, we're just going to go Shift Command Click. That's going to let us edit it. So just a random words, they are doing a book about seasons. So here are the chapters in spring. We're going to go down here, do it again, Shift Command Click, spring, and so say it's changing here, which this wouldn't be because it's the end of the book, but just say our spreads kept going. This is our next chapter. So now it's in the exact same spot, but we're able to change the content. And now say we've, this is an easy fix, but say we've added a lot of different formatting with our master pages and we're trying to change it now. The way that we are going to redo it is just apply master to pages, and instead of saying all pages, which would reapply the master to every page, so any changes we made would be undone, we're just going to select only 8, which is the page that we're on and the page we want to reset. And then you're back to your master page formatting.
If you like this video, subscribe and follow our Instagram for more tips and tricks, and sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date with all things RedShark.